Greetings, Aquarius. Welcome to your divinely guided rune reading here for the week. As usual, we will get a rune, a tarot card, and another rune of clarity for each position in your divinely guided rune reading. Stay tuned because at the end, we'll get an oracle card wrapping everything up nicely using the Celtic Spirit Oracle deck, which is a very, very beautiful deck. Jumping into your energetic past here, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. These are blessings or challenges with Reho. Reho is the rune of riding along with the energetic waves, being present, being now, therefore leaving behind discordant energies, even traveling away from what doesn't divinely serve your path. Discordant meaning like not in your vibrational path, not in your field, right? So things that are abusive, things that are stagnant, things that are not simply in flow with you. So you might be leaving those behind. Blessings and challenges thereof. This is still calling you to be very present, being very now, very lockstep in with divine flow, following your joy, right? Blessings or challenges thereof. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Two of Cups reversed. Okay, how do you stay present and flow when you're not? Okay, so when you're looking at this is looking at, instead of filling someone else's cup first, you're looking at what's in my cup first. You're kind of looking at things more in that kind of perspective. Not always a healthy perspective, but could be feeling more like Isa here. This is going within with the rune of ice. This is stuck, frozen, rigid, repeating life lessons if you're looking at it negatively. If you're looking at it being present with it, this is the ice freezing over the deep lake, where you get that to reflect in deeply and see into the deep lake a lot deeper and see with emotional depth and clarity, okay, and presence. So this can be either way, okay? But definitely take what resonates here, leave what doesn't. Let's get your rune for the now. Now these, now these, now these, now this, now that. You're going down your path, and now this log blocks your path before you can continue down your divinely guided path. So that is balancing out your needs, right? Balancing out your wants versus your needs as things come along. What are your priorities like? What are you addressing to progress down your divinely guided path? Right? Are you shouldering your own responsibilities? Are you looking at your perceived limitations, which are just your fears anyway? Or are you looking at your actual limitations? Okay. Blessings or challenges. Okay. Five of Cups, or excuse me. Yeah. Three of Cups is clarifying this. So looking at your emotional fulfillment celebration, I think you're kind of changing a little bit of perspective. You're kind of flipping the script, like kind of checking in with yourself, or at least aware of where that abundant energy is, or maybe still blessed or challenged with either of this. Maybe kind of instead of a romantic energy, you're kind of looking at familial energy for your emotional fulfillment right now. For maybe that needing of healing, right? Going back to source, going back to family for that healing. Blessings or challenges here as well right now with August and rune of faith, the rune of the elk. This is your built-in divine defense, your antlers of the elk. Very grounding energy. Whenever we have those lines going straight down, it's very grounding energy, right? So this is blessings or challenges with faith. Maybe you had to be a little defensive in the past. Maybe you have to just go home to work on your faith. Like maybe your faith was shaken, and now you're rebuilding your faith with your family, and by meeting your needs. Maybe your needs weren't met here. Now you're moving on to where your needs are met. In your near future, you have that clarity. You have Dagas, the irreversible rune that means dawn, daytime, transmutation from night into day, or day into night. This is that sort of clarity of those dichotomy energies, right? That light and dark, and you're in the middle, the 0 point, the zenith of it, the fulcrum and the balance to these energies, where nothing and everything simultaneously exists. And you're mastering those energies, like the Temperance card in Tarot, from pouring from those two cups, being able to create and transmute and do whatever you want with that energy. You've had this clarity this infinite amount of clarity where time seems to stand still like an hourglass tipped on its side, and you're this butterfly emerging from the chrysalis, knowing that you'll never be the same again. That sort of clarity, transmutation, divine alchemy in your near future. What a beautiful, powerful rune this is. One of my favorites. Two of Swords. Reversed even. Maybe needing to go within for review before making a decision. All right, so in your near future, you have that clarity of being able to pause and review before you make that separation in your life of this is this is that, this is a time and the place for this is the time and the place for that. Go within for that clarity before you proceed on that. Definitely, you're in your authenticity though in your near future. Yeah, I don't think you need to hesitate over decisions too much, but just still know that you have the sun here in two different ways, the dawn and the daytime. So you're showing up in your brilliance, your authentic self. You're shining your light on everybody and everything with no reservations or hesitations or judgment. You're authentically being in your natural success, vitality, luck, good fortune, all that stuff. All right. Just Two of Swords reverse is just making sure that we're double checking within ourselves before we make those big decisions. Right? We can still be authentic, but don't be authentic to the point where you let ego take control and be like, oh yeah, this is my authenticity. No, that was your ego. Sorry, that was your ego. I'm going to put that back. We're going to shuffle that. We're going to shuffle that. I meant to pull from this satchel. 4, your influence for the now is in Othala. Othala is your foundational work, legacy. What are you leaving behind? Is it transitory or is it perpetual? Transitory or perpetual? Right? Transitory is long-lasting. Or excuse me, transitory is not long-lasting. Perpetual lasts perpetually. Transitory needs to transit from place to place. Okay, so it needs to keep being fed into to last. Where perpetual is something beautiful, like pay it forward, that just lasts effortlessly. Transitory is something like land or money that you leave in a will that has to be constantly updated, maintained, right? Is it healthy or is it not healthy? What are you leaving behind for the world? What legacy work are you doing? What foundations are you leaving behind for future generations to build off of and call their own in the future? What are you wanting to be known as? Okay, a lot of influence here in your stability and where you are, how you're building your structure. Knowing 9 of Pentacles reversed here, now is not a time to rest on your laurels. Now is a time to really double down, really get into that dedication work into whatever craft it is, what you're doing. If you're looking at succeeding before, now is the time to definitely double down and stick to your convictions and really get into this work very seriously. Be very present, right? That energetic flow. You're influenced by that for sure. You didn't have your emotional fulfillment, your emotional flow back here. Of course, now you're definitely influenced by that, by knowing you got to double down and get into this, and like so much so that you're adopting it as like core principles and values of your life. Yeah, faith is there. Yeah, emotional fulfillment is going to be with your family, and rather than that energetic source that you might have been projecting outcomes onto. And then you have like more just needing to reflect within by going with decisions. Like you don't want to make the same mistakes again, right? But you have that clarity moving forward. You could still show up with your authority and your natural success here. But what do you need to do in the now to get here? What do we need to do in the now, Aquarius? Gable. Gable is the rune of divine reciprocity, divine gifts, right? This is a lot like that Two of Cups or the Lover's card in tarot, where you are always remembering when you are given something, always forgetting when you gave. Get into that dynamic. That's your advice right now. Divine reciprocity, balances those things. No energetic strings attached. No invisible strings attached. just being able to give and receive fully with gratitude. Enter into those agreements, partnerships that are divinely guided. This could be a spouse, this could be a partnership of a co-worker, this could be a partnership of a spiritual kind with a tribe, even a tribe member. Okay, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You have the Ace of Swords upright, clarifying this, which is awesome, beautiful energy. Now is the time to do the work. Now is the time to begin the thing. Now is the time to begin the thing, Aquarius. Begin that new relationship, begin that new partnership. Yeah. But always remember, too, that the actions that you take have another side to them. Life is like a double-edged sword, right? Every swift action you take, remember that it has another, like, you can have all the best intentions of the world and still have things that happen that aren't intended. So just be aware of that. Take the energetic leap right now. Divine saying, uncover the mysteries. Look, I got my hands up for you. I got you. This is Pertho, the Gambler's Cup. This is an energetic investment, kind of like a birth or pregnancy, a board game, friendly competition, rite of passage, initiation sort of energies, where that's a gamble. You know how you start off in the energy. You kind of want to know how guide it towards its best possible outcome. Start off in this rune facing one way. You come out facing another way. Out of the bottom of the rune, right? So you come out with a shifted perspective, therefore being initiated. Let this initiation process happen in your life, Aquarius. Initiate the new things, uncover the mystery, get into this new partnership. This is beautiful, blessed, and divinely guided. Your outcome for this, look at that. So below again. Can't make this stuff up, y'all. Aquarius, I love this for you. Authenticity, natural abundance, vitality, wealth, could be wealth too, just shining like the sun, being as abundant as the sun, being as authentic as the sun, as blessed as the sun, and blessing everyone around you like the sun as well. Four of Pentacles. Okay, so this is clarified with Four of Pentacles. So this is holding on to your abundance and like really, but not being careful not to also be a miser here in your outcome of this. Like, don't burn your ship down just to be, because you're not able to share your abundance the way you want to share it. Right? Just share it regardless. Right? Let's see what that rune of clarity is here for this as well. Yeah, stability, divine masculine stability in the divine masculine's rune of the god Ing's rune, Ingwas. This is that divinely guided, the exercise in like divine timing, like the seed planted in the fertile soil. Now is a very present time, right? A very fertile time to plant the seeds, like start the new ideas, practice the new things. The seed's going to open when it wants to, when it needs to, right? When it needs to. And it'll grow roots when it needs to. And it'll grow above the soil, and you'll actually be able to see it when it is ready. Right? That's that divine, like masculine kind of holding space in that container, knowing without guessing, responding without reacting, like stoic kind of energies. But don't make it the miser kind of energies, that you can take it a step too far and it still becomes kind of reclusive and kind of closed off, and gets into the ego a little bit. But that's just all the clarity that the Four of Pentacles wants to give you there. This is beautiful energy, divine masculine healing. We all have aspects of divine masculine and feminine in all of us. So just take what resonates here and leave what doesn't. Just work on the balance of both. You're blessed here in this awesome outcome here. All right, Celtic Spirit Oracle deck for the message of clarity. Divine, please show us one card of clarity for Aquarius' divinely guided rune reading here for this week. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow, that was a nice fast one. Divine, thank you, thank you, thank you. 25, dream, manifestation, plan, be. Those are the words at the bottom. 25, numerology, cooked down, that is the number 7. That's a very spiritually connective number, a time for a lot of introspection as well. So dream is a beautiful message here for that number as well. All right, continuing to read more about this card here, Aquarius, the art of dreaming your life into being here, comes to the point where you realize that we are the dreamers, and what you dream can be manifested. So where do you want to be? What do you want your life to look like? If we can't picture where we want to be, how is the universe meant to make it happen? There's a big difference between dreaming realistically and thinking over the top. Our belief that it can happen needs to be in alignment with what we want to happen. If we dream about being a millionaire but believe it won't ever happen to us, then it won't. If we dream of how we feel with our perfect job, house, or partner, for example, also believe that it can happen, then it can, because manifestation happens when we dream about it as though it already happened. We imagine ourselves in the present with what we want, and we need to also feel all of the emotions of having already achieved it. This is how we align our dream, our emotions, and our beliefs to manifest our desires. What are you wanting to manifest in your life? Do you know what it would look like if you had it now? How would you feel if you manifested what you desired? What emotions would you feel? Take some time out and be as specific as you can. Do up a vision board or write out your perfect day as though it is already here. Make plans to achieve your goals and take action. You are the center of your universe, so be creative with what you want and let the rest flow around you. Namaste. Have a blessed and abundant week.